as of this afternoon, we've now vaccinated over 1.1 million people in England and over 1.3 million across the UK. And that includes more than 650,000 people over 80, which is 23% of all the over 80s in England. And that means that nearly 1 in 4 of one of the most vulnerable groups will have in 2 to 3 weeks, all of them, a significant degree of immunity. And when you consider that the average age of COVID fatalities is in the 80s, you can see the importance of what we have already achieved. And across this entire country today, there are people, everybody, are making another huge sacrifice. Millions of people working from home, teachers and pupils coping with online learning, businesses who have borne the brunt of successive lockdowns, and of course, the amazing staff of our NHS and our care workers who are grappling with this new variant of coronavirus. And I believe that when everybody looks at the position, people understand overwhelmingly that we have no choice. When the Office of National Statistics is telling us that more than 2% of the population is now infected, that's over 1 million people in England, and when today we've reported another 60,000 new cases. And when the number of patients in hospitals in England is now 40% higher than at the first peak in April. I think, obviously, everybody, you all, want to be sure that we in government are now using every second of this lockdown to put that invisible shield around the elderly and the vulnerable in the form of vaccination.
In the 2 weeks from the 30th of December to the 30th of December, the UK case rate increased by 70%.
We've already have 595 GP-led sites providing vaccines, with a further 180 coming on stream later this week. We have 107 hospital sites, with a further 100 later this week. So that's almost 1,000 sites, vaccination sites, across the country by the end of this week.
And we're now into a situation where across the country as a whole, roughly 1 in 50 people have got the virus, higher in some parts of the country, lower in others. But 1 in 50 is really quite a very large number indeed. If we look around England, what we find is that in every area, there has been a relative increase in the new variant of this virus that is spreading around the country. Fastest increase in the east of England, London and the southeast, but it is now taking off in other areas as well.